like the 11,000 people that you've assembled on Instagram, if you got 400 of those people, that would be 3.6% of your 400 is 3.6% of 11,000. If those 400 people paying you $50 a month, that's 20 grand a month. So that's, again, to put it in perspective, getting customers versus getting followers. You need
Yeah.
much lower numbers when we're talking about paying customers. And your YouTube channel, your full length cooking show where you're showcasing the best of your talents. This is where you get to show them everything that you have available. That's where you find your customers. In this video, I'm going to do a marketing review for a vegan chef who's sitting on a gold mine, and I'm going to show him how to go get his money. So pay attention, because some of the tips that I give to him are going to apply to your business as well. Man, you pretty impressive, sir. Most of the people who contact me are not on your level. I will just say that right up at the beginning. I really like what I see that you're doing here, and
Thank you. Appreciate it.
the only part that I see missing, I'll just get to the bottom line up front, is a weekly cooking show, man. Like, I see what you're doing on YouTube,
Yeah.
so you know how to do this. You're just not, you got to do it weekly on YouTube.
Consistent.
Yeah, and we'll go through, like, I got a whole page of notes for to to go through your stuff, because
I got my
like I
new
said,
book.
yeah, this is a real marketing review, but that's really just the bottom line of it. When we get to the end, is really just do that cooking show that you're already doing. Do it
Okay.
weekly, man. You got to show up weekly. Like,
Okay.
I looked at the new show trailer, and you got to promote it too. You have you have an audience that you're not engaging. I see you got an email list. How many people you got on your email list roughly?
I think maybe 2 to 300.
Okay. So I look at you have a new show trailer on your channel where you
Yeah.
you talked about your show. That video has 3 views, man. Who did you send that video to?
Nobody.
Exactly. You
Hmm.
have a product that people will support. You have an audience that will support you,
Yeah.
but you got to help them out, man.
That's why I contacted you. It's like I have somewhat of an idea, had somewhat of an idea, but I didn't really, put the pieces together the way I'm supposed to. So, yeah.
Yeah. So the that email list. Well, how often do you email your people?
It's been off and on. I started last year and I was doing once a week, and then I stopped, it became once a month. So I know I need to, it's just the consistency I need to work on. But
Okay.
I'm not sending emails. Now I'm sending is it once a week, Jane? Twice a week now? Okay.
What you putting in it?
Recipes. At first I was doing kitsch, which you sent me an email about. So I was doing that religiously for a while, and I would send them an update. Here's the new recipe kind of thing. And then, or just tips and ideas of how to be more plant-based. But that was basically it. Once in a while I'll send a sale email.
Okay. Yeah, we want to do that. The word of the day is consistency. So we're going to do that as consistently as we do the cooking show. New video every week, new email every week to announce that to folks, as well as any other things you might be doing. Like I think you're in Atlanta.
Yes.
So if you're doing any stuff, like maybe you're at a in-person appearance somewhere doing something, or you have some kind of event, your email list is your communication channel, your direct communication channel to the people who are interested in what you're doing and what you have to offer. So you give them your cooking show every week. That's, that they know that's coming. And then if there's any other stuff that you're doing that you want people to know about, you just slide that in there as well. That's
Got it.
it's most small business owners are not using email marketing at all. And what they don't understand is that email marketing has a 40x return on investment compared to social media marketing. So folks waste a lot of time and energy posting on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all this and that. The easiest way to communicate with people is to drop an email in their inbox. Doesn't matter
Gotcha.
when they log in. It's gonna be there for them. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
True.
worry about posting on what time should I post, how many times. Just send them an email. Just send them an email. So I'm looking at your website, and I don't see, you don't have your so you have your founders video here,
Hmm.
but down at the bottom where you have your social media links, there is no link to your YouTube channel. The only way I was able to get to your YouTube channel is because I knew the correct way to click on that founders video, because you have it embedded with all of this stuff turned off. If people don't know how to do that, they wouldn't be able to get to your YouTube channel. And if I didn't know how to do that, I wouldn't know you had a YouTube channel.
Got it.
So we gotta add that YouTube link to your website to make it easy for people, and I would say not just down at the bottom, because it's the social links are down at the bottom. It's going to go there, but also we need to feature it more prominently, because you have you have a cooking show. So let me kind of put this in the proper perspective, because
Gotcha.
people just underplay YouTube. YouTube is the move, man. It's better than Food Network, Bravo, Top Chef, all of those other ones, because you're in complete control. Number one, first of all, YouTube is the number one video streaming platform, not Netflix. YouTube is bigger than Netflix.
That's crazy.
Half of people watch YouTube on their television. So if you have a cooking show on YouTube, you have a cooking show on TV. As often as you want to deliver it, once a week is what I recommend. You could go more often than that if you wanted to, but the point is, you have a direct line to your audience. You can put a cooking show on their TV right in front. Like I watch most of the YouTube watching that I do is on my television, not on the computer, not on my mobile devices. And I do watch there, but
Yeah.
YouTube is the main part of my home entertainment. I'm watching YouTube on TV, and so you have that opportunity. Every chef has that opportunity, but few people take advantage of it. So just recognize what YouTube is capable of doing for you. So that's why we need to, I would say, feature that more prominently.
Okay.
That you have a cooking channel on YouTube, because like I see, like right below your founders video, you have the things as seen on CBS, ABC, all of the channels, and that stuff is great. It's important to include those things that
Yep.
show the recognition that you've gotten,
Yep.
but you also have your own TV channel. Like you have your own food channel. So let's
Got it.
feature that as well. As respect your stuff as much as you respect other people's platforms.
Noted.
Let's see. All right, so YouTube's not on your website. The channel itself, looking at your YouTube channel, what in the world's going on with these thumbnails, my man?
I don't know. I need to change them.
Yes, sir. Cause
Okay. Okay.
it's like you got the answers to the test and somehow managed to fail
Oh no.
with a
Okay.
thumbnail, because you know what you got here, these all of these orange thing
Yeah.
background with the, so you have a cooking channel.
Yep.
You create these fantastic dishes, you plate them properly because you're a professional chef, and you got this fantastic picture that you take of this mouth-watering food that you just prepared. Show me that. You
Gotcha.
already got a thumbnail. Like you vegan crispy cauliflower wings, crispy fried chicken but vegan, crispy vinegar fries. This is the menu in the restaurant that's all words when I want pictures and I can
Gotcha.
order with my eyes.
Yeah.
Imagine if every one of these videos you have here had the picture of the dish instead of the what you have now.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And that's something that you can fix your thumbnail, replace your thumbnails at any time.
Will
And
do.
you can also, like, you can kind of combine what you're doing. Like you have yourself with the your cutout self on top of
Yeah.
this. You could overlay yourself over top of the dish if you wanted to, but the most
Okay.
important thing is you have food that's going to catch people's attention. You have photos that will catch people's attention. That's the purpose of a thumbnail. So
Okay.
use that. So also still on your YouTube channel, I'm looking at the place where you're able to provide links, where YouTube gives you the opportunity to provide links.
Yep.
And what you got here is you're sending people to LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and your website. I would
Okay.
recommend getting rid of everything except your website. I'm not a proponent of using one social media platform to point people to another one.
Well said.
It's yeah, so with the one exception being your YouTube channel is not a regular social media platform. This is this is a TV channel. So you
Gotcha.
can point Twitter to your YouTube channel. You can point Facebook to your YouTube channel. You can point Instagram to your YouTube channel. And I recommend that
Yeah.
because this is the place where people get to experience Ed Harris, Chef Ed Harris, in full. They get, like,
Okay.
people come to YouTube to watch a video for 10 minutes or longer. On Instagram, they're here to scroll. On TikTok, they're here to scroll. Facebook, Twitter, they're here to scroll. YouTube, people go to watch a video. They don't go there for some clip. They go there to watch somebody talk for
Yeah.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. So you can use the other platforms as you choose, but point them to YouTube so
Got
that
it.
people can get, this is where you get to do your real presentation and people get to know you and experience you and move closer to making a purchase from you, which is what this is ultimately all about. We want people to get to know you and learn and trust you enough to be ready to step forward when the time is appropriate with whichever of your service offerings is appropriate to them. And I looked at you got your plant-based coaching, your restaurant coaching, your cookbooks, your merchandise, your spices. You have all of these different things that people who are interested in you, one of these things they're going to be interested in. And your YouTube channel is where you're going to be able to most effectively show them which of those things is right for them and that you're the person to buy it from.
Gotcha.
So we're going to use YouTube to point people only to a place where they can pay you, which is your website. And then all
Yep.
these other links we can just get rid of because those are not, is not helping you to send people from YouTube to Twitter.
Makes sense.
Okay, so now let's look at Instagram. You have 11,000 followers, and I'm gonna give you some simple math on that in a second to show you the difference between growing followers and growing customers. But your bio link on Instagram, way too many links, man. You know how many you got?
A lot
15.
on Instagram.
Yeah. If I click on your bio link in Instagram and it takes me to the this link tree type thing you have, 5-day Make More Plant-Based Food Challenge in October, Chef Ed YouTube channel, Tasty Spices, Plant-Based Cookbooks, Knife and Spoon website, buy Amazon equipment and tools, watch me cook on Kitsch, my podcast recipes, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 right there. And then below that, you have all the social platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, even though we're already on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, email, and Twitter. 15 links, Chef. 15.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay.
So I would
Talk.
recommend just use the regular standard Instagram bio link and just send people to your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Because on YouTube, so we've cleaned up the links on YouTube. Now the main link on YouTube only points people to your website.
Gotcha.
We're going to clean up Instagram. It's only going to point people to YouTube. The description box in your YouTube videos is where you can put some of these. You don't need all of these, but you
Yeah.
can put your spices, the cookbook, your primary website, your Amazon affiliate page, and that's probably it. Those would be your standard ones. So like on YouTube, you can do a default description so
Gotcha.
that every
Yeah.
video that you upload has that. And so those would be like your standard links. And then for something like your first link you have on here is your plant-based challenge in October, the videos that you're making where you're referencing that, you would add that link to that particular video. So you can, we still have the ability to do all of these links. We're just going to do it a bit more strategically to make it simple for people to do the thing that we want them to do and the thing that will benefit them the most.
Got it.
Oh, and the link name. So for you on Instagram, the link to your YouTube page, the description of it, it just says Chef Ed YouTube. I think we can do a little better than that because right now I'm on Instagram. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at Chef Ed on Instagram. It's going to be the same Chef Ed on YouTube. Who cares? How about something like watch my cooking show?
Gotcha.
So I know that, oh, wait a minute, there's no cooking show on his Instagram channel, but he's telling me there's something on YouTube that's not on Instagram, but let me go ahead and click this.
Got it. That's my cooking show.
So your this follower count and this is also back to the low performance, the low view counts on your videos.
Yeah.
I look at 11,000 Instagram followers and like 20 people seeing your YouTube videos. I'm going, okay, he didn't even tell these folks. Like he got to make these posts and do it consistently again, because folks not going to see every post you make. So
Okay.
you have people here who would love to watch your cooking show. They don't know it exists.
You're right.
You got immediate supporters for your show, but they don't know it exists. And so, okay, let's talk about your revenue target. You want 100 grand a month. You absolutely can get it. You have the ability to do it. It's just math. So 100 grand a month, and the method that I teach for this is to build a paid membership community. The Netflix model, it's a subscription model business where you get a lot of people paying you a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So at $50 a month, you create a private cooking community where people get access to additional recipes. They get access to live streams and any other types of bonuses you want to include, as well as they just get access to a community of foodies that you're curating. So they're paying $50 a month to learn from Chef Ed Harris, which is pennies. Like you're giving them a video a week. So that's $50 divided by 4. That's like $12 and $12.50 or something like that per training session. You can't get it. You can't get that level of training anywhere. Like the credentials that you have, a weekly training session that they're getting, and all they're paying is $50, and they get to review it anytime they want. This is a no-brainer. So if you were selling access to your cooking community for $50 a month, all you need is 2,000 people. 2,000 people times $50 a month is your $100,000 a month. When you put it in that context, compared to social media numbers, we're not talking about trying to get 1 million followers or 100,000 or even 10,000. If you find 2,000 people on planet Earth who want to learn from you how to prepare plant-based meals at $50 a month, all you need is 2,000 people. There's your $100,000 a month. Or if you wanted to go a little bit lower, $35 a month times 2,860 people. So it's just math. To do this is just math, and to make the math work, it's just about showing up consistently. Like you're a chef, you've committed to this. If you can commit to showing up once a week on YouTube, YouTube will bring you those 2,000 people that are going to pay you $50 a month or more.
Yeah.
And so you're like the 11,000 people that you've assembled on Instagram. If you got 400 of those people, that would be 3.6% of your 400 is 3.6% of 11,000. If those 400 people paying you $50 a month, that's 20 grand a month. So that's, again, to put it in perspective, getting customers versus getting followers. You need
Yeah.
much lower numbers when we're talking about paying customers. And your YouTube channel, your full length cooking show where you're showcasing the best of your talents. This is where you get to show them everything that you have available. That's where you find your customers because they see what you got to offer and they say, I want more of that. And those people will sign up and pay.
Got it.
Let's see. Tell me about tell me about your plant-based coaching program.
Okay, so it's something I put together. I haven't done any of it yet. I did a master class last year, for 5 days. So the coaching was basically to kind of further that, where I could just give people a breakdown, help them create a menu for a week or 2 weeks, a month, whatever the case may be, whatever they would need, and just basically helping them start, and then that way they can now manage it and move forward on their own.
Okay. Who were you targeting for that? What who was the customer avatar you had in mind for that?
Parents.
What kind of parents? Because I'm looking at the price of this course, this master class. This is 2 grand. So which parents are you targeting?
We have a lot of high profile clients. So my wife and I, we have a second business. We provide wigs. So we sell wigs all over the world. So a lot of our clients, that was the kind of runoff because they were already aware of me. So it was just kind of an easy transition to market to them. So it was entrepreneurs, busy moms, busy dads, people that paid for private school, that kind of thing.
Were you finding the clients that you wanted to find for that service?
No, it was tougher than we thought, even though we already had access to them. I think a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people because I don't know, but it was just a little bit more trickier to get them to pay to learn how to cook better or to be more plant-based or be healthier. I don't know.
Well, how did the program work? Somebody pays you the 2 grand. What do they get?
So they would get meal planning, meal prepping, just coaching them with that, setting it up for them because that's how we do it at home. They would also get access. I used to do Clubhouse a lot during COVID, so it would be a weekly Q&A where they can come in, ask questions, learn from other people that are there. And then the last thing was I would send recipes out every week.
Over what? For how long? What period of time did the 2 grand cover?
It covered, was it a couple months? I think it was like it was a 2 to 3 month.
Okay. Yeah, that I can see the challenge that you were having there because
Yeah,
it really wasn't structured properly to deliver the benefit to the client that they would be paying for. And so if people don't see the value in what they're signing up for, they're not going to sign up.
makes
So
sense.
if we take that, everything that you just described, and we shift that to the subscription model business that I was telling you about,
Yeah.
you will get many more clients and you'll make more money doing the
Okay.
exact same amount of work. And it's actually less work because because when you do anything coaching, and that was one off coaching, that's the time that you have to spend with this client. And then you get another client, you have to duplicate that. And you get another client, you have to duplicate that. Well, if you take that and turn it into, think like a Facebook group
Hmm.
where you're doing all of these things that you just described and providing that same service to multiple people. They can sign in when they feel like it. They can, get the training as they see fit if it's there whenever they sign up. And they're just paying you on a monthly basis, monthly or annual. You can offer them a monthly option or an annual option. And people will eagerly sign up. So if I can pay $50 a month or even 100, because you're, again, with the credentials you have, 50 is kind of your baseline. You can go up from there.
Yeah.
$50 a month to get this training to learn how to eat healthier. Can you see how that's a way easier sell for to learn
Yeah,
how to adopt a plant based diet and get the training and all of that? It's a way
true.
easier sell, and you can sell that to many more people, and it's the same amount of work. You're only doing it one time. You show up, you do your weekly live session or whatever it is you want to do, and you're
Yeah,
servicing everybody, not just one client.
yeah, it makes more sense.
Tell me about the plant based restaurant consulting.
So currently, I consult for entrepreneurs, for restaurateurs. So with the restaurant consulting, I you can basically hire me to help you train your staff, help with restaurant in terms of kitchen design, equipment layout, acquiring equipment. Right now, I'm working on two different projects entailing different things, but one is training the whole staff for a particular type of cuisine, and then the other one is doing the menu, creating the menu, and training the staff when the restaurant is actually open.
All that for $1,000?
So the that is just the grant is, I guess, the consulting part of it, like, talking to me, telling me what you need, and then we figuring out a plan, and then if you want to go forward, then there's another charge based on what
Okay.
exactly
Okay.
kind of services you need. Yeah.
Okay. How are your cookbook sales? Are you happy with where they are?
No, no, they can always be better, much better.
How are you promoting your cookbooks?
Just Instagram,
Okay.
maybe Facebook once in a while.
So not your email list. You're not sending it to them.
Um, I've sent it to them. I just did the third one, the Nigerian cookbook. So previously I did send out a few emails, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's an email that goes out consistently.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, your cooking show is going to help you with that because what you'll be doing is
yeah,
every week you're giving them something for free, and then here's these links to the cookbook where you can, the different cookbooks that you have, and you can have them, like you can have them on display on the wall behind you or whatever. Or sometimes you can make a dish and reference the cookbook. Yeah, this is one of the recipes in my Nigerian cookbook. You know, like
got
this is your channel, so you can be your own sponsor and promote your own products. That's how you really make money on YouTube, is by having products to sell directly to people. And
yeah.
that's, a cookbook is an easy product for you to promote. I want you to think about Thanksgiving. If you can come up with a,
That was a great idea, by the way.
yeah, man, if you
Yeah,
can come up with some ideas,
I'm gonna get it done.
okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna get
that's
it.
yeah,
10 recipes for Thanksgiving. I'm working on it.
okay.
Yeah,
And overall, like not just Thanksgiving, but just overall, the opportunity that's here for you as a plant based chef, my man, the market is wide open for you, and you can get a following specifically in the black community, and particularly being in Atlanta. So many of us have, we've just become more enlightened about food and health, and we are learning that diabetes and high blood pressure only run in your family if you continue to eat the way the people who came before you ate.
yeah,
And people are learning that these recipes that they grew up on, we just can't eat like that anymore. So if you can be the guide, if you can be the chef that teaches them, helps them translate these recipes. So we're not going to throw away grandmama's cookbook, but we're
hmm,
going to modify this stuff. We're going to cook healthier so that we can eat to live,
yeah,
and not just, you can end diabetes in your family if you change your diet. It can stop with you. You can end high blood pressure in your family if you change your diet and teach your kids how to eat healthy. And that's so people realize that they already know that these conditions are not genetic. They're largely based on what you're putting in your mouth, but they don't know what to do. How do I eat better? How do I And that's where you step in. When you if you were to embrace that platform, I'm going to teach you how to eat to live. We're going to learn how to adapt some of these recipes. We're going to learn some new stuff that we weren't eating before and incorporate that so that it gets passed down in the family.
Yeah.
There's an instant audience for that, especially where you're in Georgia, man.
Yeah.
You're in the South. That's everything down there is saturated. Just unhealthy cooking
Yeah.
is a lot of flavor, but it's an unhealthy flavor. You can
Yeah.
have flavor without all of the cholesterol and the
Yeah.
sugar and the salt. And
Yeah.
if you're willing to embrace that, everybody's interested in plant-based dieting, even if they have no interest in interest in being a vegan.
Hmm.
You got a huge, huge market out here to find your 2,000 people to pay you $50 a month, so that you're making 100 grand a month. That's is way more than 2,000 people that fall into the category that I just described. Need to learn how to eat healthier. Need to learn how to adapt these recipes. And if you show up once a week on YouTube, YouTube will find those people for you.
Absolutely.
Um, what else I got on here? Oh, the YouTube community tab. You can use that just like you use Instagram. So you can post photos on YouTube. So you can
Mm.
take an excellent strategy would be when you make a recipe, you take the picture of the food and you post it on under the community tab and put a link to the video where it's just different ways of promoting the same thing right within YouTube. And you can so for Instagram to help you drive traffic to YouTube, when you make these full length cooking videos, you can chop it up into a short, a reel on
Yeah.
Instagram. You post that on Instagram and you tell them go to YouTube to see the full thing.
Yes.
So we got our vegan Thanksgiving meal prep, weight loss, and healthy eating cookbook for January. So with that, January, that's another cookbook opportunity. January is New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be healthier, all of that stuff. You can create a cookbook and a kind of a community around health, eating better, and living healthier in 2024. That's another way to that your paid membership community that people paying you $50 a month. Like, I got this cookbook, meal prep, lots of healthy vegan options, and join our community so we can go on this weight loss journey together, this healthy lifestyle, healthy eating journey together. And you're giving people an easy way to get the thing that they want. Instead of having to try to figure it out by themselves, how am I going to lose all this holiday weight? How am I going, you could partner with a fitness instructor so that they can come in and provide guests, like be like a guest speaker talking
Okay.
about different fitness. All of this stuff is happening inside your paid membership community, which makes it worth way more than what people are paying. And that's how you get people to buy stuff. When the thing that they're buying is worth way more to them than what they paid for it, it's easy for them to sign up. And again, you have the credentials to make all of this work. The key to it is your weekly cooking show, where you're showing up consistently with that message
Yeah.
and helping YouTube find the people who are interested in your message, and it just keeps bringing you the folks that you need.
Okay. Thank you.
Let me see what else we got here. I think that covers all of the notes I had on reviewing the platforms and everything. You have any questions?
No, I mean, everything you said made absolute sense, and I just appreciate your time. And, when I saw your video, because prior to finding you, I was talking to my wife and I was like, because this was the plan to do YouTube. We went on YouTube very early in the beginning, but we just stopped because we didn't realize the power of YouTube. And beginning of this year, we were like, we really need to get back on here, and we're just trying to figure out a way to do it and do it properly. So everything you said has been confirmation and eye-opening, and some of it I didn't think of at all, like the links and the websites and stuff like that. So it's definitely um, a lot of great information, and I really appreciate it. Like, I don't honestly don't have any questions because I get everything you're saying. Like, it makes sense.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. What you just saw is an example of business coaching. Business coaching is how you rapidly accelerate the growth of your business so you can achieve your life goals. Now, you may look at some of the things I pointed out to Chef Ed and think that you don't need business coaching because you would never need help with such obvious things. Well, let me tell you, it's obvious when you're looking at someone else's business in a video like this, but it's not so obvious when it comes to your business because you're too close to it to see the obvious things. An easy way to determine if you need some outside help is to ask yourself two questions. Number one, is your business where you want it to be? And number two, do you know exactly what you need to do to get it where you want it to be? And I'm talking about specific tasks to perform today and tomorrow and next week, not general ideas about what you should do. If your answer to those two questions is no, then there's very likely some simple and obvious things that are staring you right in the face and you just don't see it. And that's how you benefit from hiring a coach. They can tell you simple, easy things that require little or no time or effort and can have a significant impact on your business and on your life because I don't have to tell you how much your business impacts your life. All the most successful business people have a business coach. So whoever you're looking at and saying, I want to be where they are, trust and believe they have a business coach. And if you want to get where they are, you're going to have to get one too because you don't know what you don't know. And that gap in your knowledge is costing you the life you want because you'll stay living how you're living until you learn what you need to learn to get where you're trying to go. The secret sauce that so many people are looking for is business coaching. You're trying to accomplish what you see somebody else doing and you're not being successful at it. And what you don't realize is that person has a business coach while you're out here trying to figure everything out by yourself. And that's why they're where they are. And that's why you're struggling and frustrated and not making progress and can't find time to work on your business. Business coaching is how you solve all those problems because you cannot do this all by yourself. If you want to learn how to use a cooking show to quickly change your life, I'll help you do it. But you have to step forward and ask for help. You can start by using the link in the description box to apply for a marketing review of your business like the one you just saw. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.